अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवंश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधाकांत नमस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। So today we will be reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, chapter 4, and text today will be read 4. Please repeat after me. Tamaha bhrataram devi kripana karunam sati सुनुषेयं तव कल्याण स्त्रियं माहन्तुमर्हसि। ताम unto Kansa aha said, Bhrataram, her brother, Devi, mother Devaki, Karuna, Kripana, helplessly, Karuna, piteously, Sati, the chaste lady, Snusa iyam tava, this child will be your daughter-in-law, the wife of your future son. Kalyana, O all auspicious, O all auspicious one. Striyam, a woman, ma, not, hantum, to kill, arhasi, you deserve. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki Devaki helplessly, piteously appealed to Kamsa, my dear brother, all good fortune unto you. Don't kill this girl. She will be your daughter-in-law. Indeed, it is unworthy of you to kill a woman. Purport. Kamsa had previously excused Devaki because he thought that a woman should not be killed, especially when pregnant. But now, by the influence of Yog Maya, he was prepared to kill a woman, not only a woman, but a small, helpless, newborn child. Devaki wanted to save her brother from this terrible, sinful act. Therefore, she told him, don't be so atrocious as to kill a female child. Let there be all good fortune for you. Demon can do anything for their personal benefit, not considering what is pious or vicious. But Devaki, on the contrary, although safe, because she had already given birth to her own son, Krishna, was anxious to save the daughter of someone else. This was natural for her. Tamaha bhratram devi kripana karunam sati snuseyam tav kalyana striyam ma hantumarhasi. So this chapter entitled Atrocity of Kamsa and here atrocity, atyachar of Kamsa is described. It is the climax of atyachar, atrocity, vicious activities, fearful activities. As we know, this incident we are discussing here, it happened right after Krishna Janmashtami, practically on Krishna Janmashtami, in the same night, Bhadra Krishna Paksha Ashtami Tithi, Krishna appeared in the prison house of Kamsa, and right after his appearance, Krishna's appearance, Krishna was transferred from Mathura to Gokul. This incident we know. Right after birth, Vasudev took Krishna, newly born child, on his lap and crossed river Jamuna ji, came another side, eastern side of Jamuna, and entered in the village of Nand Baba, Gokul. And there, eventually Nand Bhavan, and towards the end, in the bedroom of Mother Yashoda. And then Vasudev kept his own son, child, Krishna, on the bed of Mother Jashoda, by the side of Mother Jashoda, and took her child, Jashoda child, baby, and again returns back. By the influence of Yog Maya, the Gokulvasi, Nand Baba and his associate, they could not know anything. They are not aware with this incident. Again, Vasudevji returned from Gokul. Again, same crossing the river. Enter Mathura city, the capital city of Kansa, Mathura, and eventually in the prison house. He has baby. While going also he has a baby Krishna in his life. Now the baby, child of Mother Jashoda, was in the life of Vasudevji. Mother Devaki was waiting. As soon as Vasudevji entered, Vasudevji gave the baby and Mother Devaki took the baby in her lap. So this was emotionally such a situation, was such a pitiful condition was there. Vasudev's mind was always thinking how my son will be protected, how he will be safe in Gokul. At that time, Mother Devaki took the baby and she knew that the baby is Jashoda's baby, Jashoda's girl. Mother Jashoda was first of all overwhelmed by the motherly affection and took the child in her lap. And while looking, she could experience, she could feel such a beautiful, cute, nice girl. She has such a fine skin and a fragrant body. Her body was, fragrance was emanating, coming out from her body. As soon as Vasudevi entered with the baby, whole atmosphere of prison house was surcharged with the fragrance. So she has such a fine skin, fragrant body. Besides that, the glow of her body, glow of the baby body, practically it rivaled the glow of full moon. Such a Mother Jashoda felt she could not be an ordinary child, ordinary baby. Rather, she is more than, she looks like a demi-goddess. However, she took on her lap, sitting, and then Vasudevji, as described, put himself. As we enter, the door was locked automatically in itself, and Vasudevji put shackles and chains in his leg and arms, and they are waiting. Everything was settled down. Baby was in the lap of Mother Devaki. At that time, everything was settled. Then baby started to cry. Mother Devaki tried her level best to pacify her, stop her from crying. जय श्री श्री कृष्ण बलराम की, श्री श्री राधा श्याम सुंदर गौरनिताई की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की. Mother Yashoda, Mother Devaki tried her level best to stop child by crying. She was petting on the child, the baby girl. Time to time she was kissing her lips so that the child stopped crying, but the child did not listen. She kept crying. By the sound of crying, the gatekeeper awake. They came in consciousness. Immediately they rushed to Kamsa, inform him about the birth of 8th child of Devaki. They have heard it was celebrated fact that everyone was knowing that Devaki is going to give birth as 8 pregnant as a son. So they did not, the doorkeeper did not bother to inquire from Devaki and Vasudeva where the child was male or female. They assumed that this must be their son. Immediately they informed Kansa. As soon as Kansa heard, he understand that my death, my number one enemy who is destined to kill me, immediately he came, entered in the prison house. At that time, then this verse talks about Kansa arrived in the prison house. Now Kansa was right in front of Mother Devaki and Vasudevji. As soon as Mother Devaki saw Kansa, very cruel personality, and especially at that time he was so angry. His eyes were like copper hot, ताम्र का रंग जैसा होता है copper. It was not red hot, reddish like color was copper. It's a very ferocious personality, sinful personality, cruelty, as if cruelty was leaking out from his being, his existence, his personality. So cruel looking and so fearful, and he was very much angry. So Mother Devaki started to speak. Tam, such a cruel personality. Kansa, Mother Devaki addressed him Bhrataram. She was considering, of course he was brother of Mother Devaki. So she piteously requested, appealed, begged to Kansa. Tamaha Bhrataram Devi Kripana Karunam Sati. Kripana. She was overwhelmed with the sorrow, distress. She was aware that since Kamsa has killed her 6 children right in front of him, so again she was knowing what is going to happen. Kamsa immediately he will kill the child. So she was overwhelmed with kripana, with sorrows, distress, dukha. And very piteously she appealed, Snusayam to kalyana striyam ma hantu marhasi. Snusaya, this baby is your daughter-in-law, the Bharja of your son. Small, just 2 days, few hours she has taken birth. She was in labor. Mother Devaki requesting, my dear brother, this baby, this child, Sunusaya, Sunusa, sorry. This she is in near future. She is going to become the wife of your son, your future son. Means so Tava Kalyana. So please don't kill this. Because your daughter-in-law, this is not, this is the girl, daughter of your sister, my Devaki. So this is your daughter-in-law, and then Kamsamite has go, no, I am considering simply that this baby is a child. That is good enough for me to kill her, him or her. So, Striyam, she said, according to prophecy, it was well celebrated. Everyone was knowing that Devaki is going to give the birth of eighth son. But she said, not the whole prophecy, Akash Vani, it was false Akash Vani. Demigod falsely predicted. So now you can see this is not boy, this is girl, Striyam. Mam Hantu Marhashi. Since she is a Stri, Abala, she is not competent enough to kill you. She will not kill you, certainly. Kalyana, you are such a specious personality, such a religious personality, such a merciful personality. You don't deserve to kill a woman, Vedic, and especially newly born child. In Srimad Mahabharat, Bhishma Pitamaha ji has described that under no circumstances a woman should be harmed. Under no circumstances a woman deserves to receive respect, honor from any situation. Even sometimes he commits some sinful activity, offense. So this is Stri, so you should not kill her. I am begging you as an alms, bhiksha, as a gift. This is your property. Certainly it is not my property. This is the baby is your property, your daughter-in-law. I am begging for time being, please give me as a gift, as a charity, as a alms, as a bhiksha. Mother Devaki was such a piteously, she was appealing, requesting. Her word was as if the word could, her appeal could even melt a stone. But Kamsa, such a cruel personality, he was completely unaffected. He was not affected at all. He was such a cruel personality. His cruelty was emanating, leaking out from his wing. So many things. Here, Srila Prabhupada in this purpose talks about the nature of a demoniac personality, like Kamsa. They can do anything and everything for their own selfish purpose. They are so much selfish personality. They don't care for others. Always they are concentrated. They think about their own personal benefit, selfish attitude. So a demon like Kamsa, they can do anything and everything for their own selfish purpose. Here in purport, Srila Prabhupada talks about one quality of Mother Devaki. Of course, she was in distress. Her distress was when she iyam tav snusa striyam hantu ma arhasi. This was her appeal. This tav sonusa, your sonusa, daughter-in-law, striyam ma hantum arhasi. You should not kill her. If you are really determined to kill her, it will be better first kill me. It is not proper. You have already. Even for that, I don't blame you. I must have done something seriously wrong in my previous life, so that I am suffering this. I am in such a piteous condition today. I and you, we took birth in the same family. Your fortune, the emperor, you are king, you can do anything and everything, and I am also from your close family, blood related, I am your sister. I must have done something very wrong in my previous life that I am living in prison house, I am arrested. Beside my many children were killed. It was my fault, my misfortune. I don't blame you or your family. So, this was the distress, and प्रिय सख्या यशोदाया कन्यका बध संख्या कृपणा दुर्खिता. And Mother Devaki was feeling my misfortune, my durbhagya, that my sons are killed. But she was aware that this child, this baby, this girl is Yashodaya Kanya. She is Kanya, daughter of my dear friend, Mother Yashoda. And even Mother Yashoda has not any other issue. She is the only child of Mother Yashoda. So, Swaputra Marat api adhikam dukhdayaka. This incident, death of this baby, it's more dukhdayak, more painful than dying, than my own son. My sons are killed. That is was certainly distress, unhappiness, dukh. But this dukh was more greater, more heavier than killing of her own sons. Besides, she was thinking, the history will not excuse my child, my son in safe. But history will not excuse me. I will gain an undying infamy. We will get, people will say that they protected their child, their own child, Krishna. But they brought another Mother Yashoda baby girl, and that baby was killed. So I will get undying blame, undying infamy of just. So that is the reason why she was requesting, as we go through the pages of Srimad Bhagavatam, her 6 children were killed right in front of her own eyes. But she never, Bhagavat, at least Bhagavat is silent about attitude at that time what Devaki told. But frankly, it not describe anything. But this time, Mother Devaki so piteously she was trying her level best to rescue, save the child baby of Mother Yashoda, because death of this particular child was worse than death of her own sons. Swa पुत्र मरणात् अपि अधिकम दुखदायक। अपना पुत्र मरेगा बहुत दुख की बात है, बिकॉज शी हैज इंटीमेट फ्रेंडशिप with mother Devaki, very friendship with mother Yashoda. She was aware. So for her, for the protection of this newly born child, mother Yashoda child, she was requesting her piteous appeal, request, begging had potency to melt even a stone, but Kamsa was unaffected. Bahavo hinsita bhratra shisavo pavakopama tvaya daiva nirishtis. Mother Devaki did not tell that you killed, otherwise he became more fierce. They were killed by you, by the will of providence. You are such a nice person. Here, Kalyan. Sunesayam tav Kalyan. Kalyan means you are auspicious, Bhadra, gentle person, king, ruler, son of Ugrasen, my cousin brother. You are good, you are nice. But it was the will of providence and my durbhagya, my misfortune and will of providence. Two reasons were so that my sons were killed. But now I am requesting you, please give me this baby, this child, as charity, as bhiksha, as alms, as a gift for time being, and when time will come, I will return you. I will, this child, this baby would be given to you, to your son in marriage. So please don't get Ma'am, Ma Hantum or Hashi, you don't deserve, or she don't deserve to be killed by you. It is not good. Your daughter-in-law, first of all, Istri, female, baby, and in near future she is going to become your daughter-in-law. So please, Ma Hantum Mar Striyam Ma Hantum Arhashi. You don't deserve to kill, or she don't deserve to kill by you. So please give me as a gift. But his heart was unaffected. Nothing happened. Srila Prabhupada, one sentence right here. Demons can do anything for their personal benefit. But here also Prabhupada points out that in one sense, Devaki was safe. He was not willing to kill Devaki. Besides, her child, her baby, Krishna was also in safe side in the custody of Nand Baba and Mother Yashoda. So in one sense, she was safe. Nothing but a nature of a saintly person. She was very much piteously requesting for the safety of other child, baby of Mother Yashoda. This is nature of a saintly person. Sometimes they are very much in safe condition, but their tendency, their attitude is such a soft that they could not tolerate the suffering of other person. One Hindi poet talks about the nature of a saintly person. He described that the heart of a saintly person is compared with the butter. Heart of a saintly person is compared with the butter. But the poet said, but this is not very much nice comparison. संत हृदय नवनीत समाना कहा कबिन पर कहयाना. Kabis, they have compared that. They talks about the Sant Hriday is as soft as butter. But they did not describe in proper way. This is not very much a nice description, nice comparison. There is still some difference between Sant Hriday, heart of a saintly person, and butter. निज परिताप द्रवहि नवनीता पर दुख द्रवहि संत सुपुनीता. Butter is melted when it comes in touch with the heat. When the butter is heated, comes near the heating object, fire, then it gets melted. But sadhu hriday, heart of a sadhu, more soft. Because sometimes sadhus are on a safe position, very comfortable life. But when they hear miles away somebody suffering, immediately their heart becomes melted. So that comparison with butter, comparison butter and sadhu hriday, it is not appropriate. This is not a very nice description. Sadhu hriday, heart of a saintly person is more softer than butter itself. So here Prabhupada mentioned that Mother Devaki, in one sense, she was safe. Her child was also in safe custody of Mother Jashoda, very safe, Gokul. But still her heart was overwhelmed, thinking that Mother Jashoda's child baby will be killed by Kamsa. So she is requesting, please don't kill this child. I am begging you, please give me as a gift, as a charity, as a bhiksha to me. For time being, I will keep her with me, and eventually I will return this to you, and in near future she is going to daughter-in-law, your daughter-in-law. Means she will become the wife of your future would-be son. So anyone said, Devaki, Mother Devaki, such a piteous condition. She has spent years and years in the prison house. Her children, babies were killed right in front of her own eyes. This was suffering, and this was the worst atrocities. This is the worst piteous condition. In this condition, she is requesting, and still Bhartram, from her side, Prabhupada in this purport, one thing mentions that Mother Devaki concern was, she was, even at that point, she was well-wisher of Kamsa. She was thinking that she is my brother, and if he would kill the baby, he will implicate his future life in such a hellish condition. So she wanted to save the child, and same time she wanted to save Kamsa. Otherwise, by killing this child, Kansa would condemn himself for the darkest region of hell. He will go. So she wanted to save child, baby, as well as she was interested to save her brother, Kansa as well. So Prabhupada has mentioned this part also in the purport. She was so cruel. There was no limit for her cruelty, atrocity. But from her side, her soft, well-wishing attitude was not dried up from Mother Devaki. In such a precarious, she has done so much injustice. He has killed her children. He has put her in a prison house and ready to kill. In such a situation, she was interested to save. Otherwise, if Kansa would kill this baby of Mother Jashoda, he will condemn himself for the darkest region of the hellish condition of life. So this was the attitude of different. One side, cruelty of Kamsa, and another side, softness, goodwill of good attitude of Mother Devaki is described in this verse. Prabhupada mentioned this point. Talks about nature of a envious person, demoniac person like Kamsa, and nature of a heart or attitude, a saintly person like Mother Devaki. It is her quality. For us, it is inconceivable. We can't think that in such a condition, at that position also, she was well-wisher of Kansa. Tamaha bhrartaram. From her side, Sukadeva Goswami, she was thinking, this is my brother, so I must save him from gliding down in hellish condition of life. This tam aha bhrartaram. Bhrartaram, वो तो भाई समझ रही है और इसको बचाना है, नहीं मारेगा तो नरक में जाएगा. So she wanted to save the child, baby, and he wanted to save Kansa as well. So you can understand the nature or heart of a saintly person. संत हृदय नवनीत समाना, कहा कबि न पै कहीं न, पर दुख निज ताप द्रवहि नवनीता, पर दुख द्रवहि संत सुपुनीता. निज परिताप द्रवहि नवनीता. When a navneet butter comes in touch with the fire, heat, then it melts. But sadhu miles away, hundreds of miles away, if they hear that somebody is suffering, their heart become melted, and then they could not tolerate the sufferings of other. So Mother Devaki could not tolerate the future suffering of Kamsa. So she was requesting, please. So I should stop here when a question or comment. Okay. I think it's not loud enough. आप ऐसे ही बोलना पड़ेगा लग रहा है.
ठीक है हो गया. The point is very attractive that you mentioned. Devaki is really thinking for her brother. If he would kill the child, certainly he will go to nurse. Very nice. is something different. And Prabhupada mentioned, all we know that demons are very cruel personality. But in Puran, we have heard when Kayadhu was pregnant, Kayadhu, the mother of Prahlad, and when Indra came to know that Hiranyakashipu, his wife is going to give birth a child, and Indra predicted, doubt, he may be second Hiranyakashipu. So that's why he wanted to kill that child, and he kept Kayadhu till the delivery time come. But somehow or other Narad came and Narad made Indra understood, then everything was settled. But here, in Kansa's case, Kansa was ready to leave the child, because when Kansa saw that Vasudeva, the first time, when his first child came out, Kirti Mandam, then he brought the child and gave to Kansa. Kansa said, "Oh, you are so truthful. I will not kill your child. You go." Immediately Narad came. And he said such a nice way, the mood of Kansa changed. So we can find here, Kansa is more subtle than Indra. Because all the role is prepared by Narad Muni. Narad made understood Indra was quite calm. Then here Narad came and Narad said, Kansa, no, you don't believe. The one may be 8 may be 1, whatever it may be. So take action.
Devarsi Narad is responsible for all these atrocities. See, Ramakant talking that when Vasudevji brought the first child, immediately Kansa's heart was melted. No. Why I should kill innocent this child? But somehow or other, if Kansa would have maintained that attitude, that at least 6 children were saved. But Narad tricked or misguided Kansa in such a way that he killed 6 children. Upward for 7 he was determined. However, in case of Indra, Indra quality is described as soon as Indra came to know by Devarsi Narad that within the womb of Kayadhu, devotee is there. He is not ordinary person. Not demon for sure. Not even ordinary person. He is a pure devotee of Krishna is there in the womb. Immediately Indra fell down and the lotus feet of Kayadhu, though child was within, but she was carried, so touched the feet of Kayadhu. And Bhagavatam described he make parikrama also. He went around, understanding, my dog, devotee is there. I must know. If I will do any harm for a devotee, Krishna will not tolerate. He will punish. So here we see, in order to persuade, convince, in order to convince Indra, Naradji gave him information, instruction by the bliss. But here, when Vasudeva brought the son, first son, then automatically from within, he need not any suggestion or instruction, but from within he felt compassion for the child and for the Vasudeva. So here, it seems that for the same, maintaining same attitude, one point Narad was helping Indra, but on his own, Kamsa's heart was melted and he refrained himself for killing, at least for time being, for the child. So it appears that Indra's heart was harder than heart of Kamsa. You want to say this point? What we can say? Panchgola, for you to also say something.
You said it all.
Aye?
You said it nice.
Because in this purport, Mother Devaki, Prabhupada, I don't know, maybe somewhere mentioned in Sabtika, Prabhupada here frankly mentioned that she was very much concerned about her brother. Of course, about the child of her brother, that if my brother, my dear brother Kamsa, cousin brother Kamsa, if he will commit sinful activity, he will glide down in the hellish condition of life. And as a sister, younger sister, I should take responsibility to rescue him. Otherwise, what is the meaning of this relation, Shabandha? What good I am is to being a sister if I could not save my own brother. So Prabhupada very briefly he mentions there. We try to find out whether some acharyas have written somewhere, but unfortunately we don't have access.
Maharaj, I was reflecting on this consciousness of Indra. When Indra was feeding the child of Kayadru, they were thinking that this will be another big demon like Hiranyakashipu. So he was not feeling his sense gratification as Kansa was feeling his danger to his sense gratification when the child of Devaki will be born. There is a difference in consciousness of why they wanted to kill the child. Indra wanted to kill the child of Kayadru, fearing that he will be a big demon like Hiranyakashipu, which will give trouble to the demigods as well as to the Devaki. This is my understanding. That's what I understand.
Nicely, sublime. Because in case of Indra, he has concern about the safety of the whole universe. If a bad child will come, demon will come, then he will create havoc. So in order to save the peace and prosperity of earthly planet, Indra wanted to destroy, kill the boy. He has not any selfish interest at all. Because being a demigod, but this personality absolutely, entirely for selfish reason, I should survive on cost of others' life. This is demand. So, certainly, of course, this is the Leela of Krishna, Yogamaya. He was associate, he has fortune, Kamsa, Mama, by Shabandh, कितना निकट का संबंध मामा लगता था. Always he was thinking, and at the last day, while they are fighting, so Krishna's chest and chest of Kanta, they touched, they embraced each other. So such a close, at least he was, his body was touched by.
One more part was reflecting that Kansa was very affectionate to Devaki, Mother Devaki, as per his material relationship. But as soon as he heard that Devaki will be the cause, or the child of Devaki will be the cause of his death, immediately he could sever all his affection. Then again, same thing, when he saw the child of Mother Devaki, first child, he was having this material affection for him. But as soon as he became fearful that no, this child will also kill me, again he was ready to cut off all his material affections. This demonic mentality we are seeing in Kansa also.
ओके, ठीक है. द ग्रंथ श्रीमद् भागवतम की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की.